In the annals of medieval history, one group stands out for its ability to instill fear and terror across the lands: the Assassins. Renowned for their mastery of stealth, disguise, and psychological warfare, they left an indelible mark on the medieval world. But who were these elusive warriors, and how did they become such a formidable force? Let's unravel the story of the Assassins, from their origins in the mountains of Persia to their deadly operations in the Holy Land. Our journey begins in the 12th century, in the bustling port city of Tyre, situated north of Jerusalem. At this time, Tyre was a significant Crusader stronghold under the rule of Conrad of Montferrat. Conrad, a shrewd and ambitious leader, was on the cusp of becoming the most powerful man in the Holy Land, the Crusader king. One fateful night, after attending a dinner, Conrad walked down a narrow street accompanied by two seemingly trustworthy monks. Unbeknownst to him, these monks were assassins, poised to strike. To understand how the assassins came to be, we must travel back to 11th century Persia, now modern-day Iran. During this period, the Islamic world was fractured by a profound division between Sunni and Shia Muslims. This schism centered on the question of rightful leadership following the Prophet Muhammad's death. The Sunnis believed they were the true preservers of Islamic tradition, while the Shias, particularly the followers of Ali, asserted that leadership should descend from Muhammad's family. Amidst this religious conflict, a small Shia sect known as the Ismailis sought refuge in the remote mountain fortress of Alamut, aptly named the Eagle's Nest. Perched atop an almost impregnable natural redoubt, Alamut was surrounded by sheer cliffs and deep gorges, making it a perfect sanctuary. The leader of this secluded community was Hassan-i, a charismatic and enigmatic figure who commanded absolute loyalty from his followers. Hassan faced daunting challenges. His Sunni adversaries boasted an army of 300,000 men, while his followers were few. Realizing he could not match his enemies in open battle, Hassan devised a new form of warfare: asymmetric warfare. He trained a select group of devoted followers, known as the Fidayeen, to carry out targeted assassinations of key Sunni leaders. His strategy was to decapitate the leadership of his enemies, thereby disrupting their power structures. The Fidayeen, tough mountain men, were meticulously trained in hand-to-hand combat and dagger use. The dagger, chosen for its reliability and effectiveness in close quarters, became their weapon of choice. Their training was rigorous, focusing on precision and ensuring a quick, fatal blow. This approach allowed them to strike with deadly efficiency. To execute their missions, the assassins relied on detailed planning and intelligence gathering. They infiltrated enemy strongholds, often posing as trusted household members. One of their most notable early successes was the assassination of Nizam al-Mulk, a powerful Sunni vizier. Disguised as a Sufi holy man, an assassin managed to get close enough to strike at a vulnerable moment, demonstrating their cunning and resourcefulness. The psychological impact of these targeted killings was profound. Leaders began to live in constant fear, knowing the assassins could strike at any time. The assassins' reputation grew, bolstered by their willingness to die for their cause. Their actions were precise, avoiding collateral damage and focusing solely on their targets. Over time, the assassins expanded their operations, establishing a new base in the mountains of northern Syria at Masyaf. Here, they found themselves caught between the Sunni Muslims and the Christian Crusaders. Rashid ad-Din Sinan, known as the Old Man of the Mountain, led the assassins during this period. Like Hassan-i, Sinan was a charismatic leader who inspired unwavering loyalty in his followers. Sinan's most formidable adversary was Saladin, the great Sunni leader who had united much of the Muslim world under his rule. Determined to eradicate the assassins, Saladin saw them as a significant threat. However, Sinan employed psychological tactics to keep Saladin at bay. According to legend, Sinan once infiltrated Saladin's camp and left a dagger beside his bed with a note that read, "We can get you anytime." This act of psychological warfare forced Saladin to negotiate, demonstrating the assassins' ability to instill fear and control through their stealthy tactics. Despite their successes, the assassins were often misunderstood and vilified. Both Muslim and Christian chroniclers exaggerated their stories, painting them as drug-crazed fanatics. The myth of their use of hashish to induce loyalty and fearlessness became part of their legend, although modern historians question the accuracy of these accounts. In their heyday, the assassins executed numerous high-profile assassinations, each meticulously planned and executed. They targeted Crusader leaders, Muslim generals, and anyone who posed a threat to their community. Their methods were a blend of stealth, disguise, and psychological manipulation, making them one of the most feared forces of their time. As the Crusades raged on, the assassins navigated a delicate balance, aligning with different factions to protect their interests. One of their most notable operations was the assassination of Conrad of Montferrat, the newly elected king of Jerusalem. This act was a clear message to all their enemies that the assassins could strike anyone, anywhere, at any time. Even as their enemies grew in number, the assassins managed to survive for nearly 2 centuries, thanks to their adaptability and the sheer terror they inspired. Their legacy is a testament to the power of psychological warfare and the impact a small, dedicated group can have against much larger forces. The assassin's story is one of resilience, innovation, and relentless pursuit of their goals. Their ability to blend into their surroundings, gather intelligence, and execute precise strikes made them one of the most effective special forces in history. Their legend continues to fascinate and inspire, serving as a reminder of the power of the human will in the face of overwhelming odds. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the world of the assassins. If you found this exploration of history intriguing, please like this video and subscribe to Historical Highway for more fascinating tales from the past. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. See you next time on Historical Highway.